This game is called Capture the Flag and can be used as part of the PACER model, either for the program-centered approach or an individual approach. You can use it for program-centered where all players are receiving the same kind of information, interventions, or you can bullseye individual players within that and work specifically with those players. So here's the session plan. The aim of the game is to steal all the other team's flags, or in this case footballs. You can also use basketballs, netballs, rugby balls, anything that's appropriate to carry back. So the game is as follows. If you're a red player, if you go across the halfway line, you cannot go back into your own half unless you manage to get into the safe zone at the top left and steal one of the blue team's balls. If you can do that, you take it back to your own safe zone on the bottom right corner, and then you're back in the game. If you cross the halfway line and you get tagged by a blue player, you must then go to the dungeon, which is at the top right of the screen, and you can only be released by one of your own players coming across and tagging you out of jail. For the player that comes across and tags you, they must stay in that zone now unless they get a football and go back. If you're the player that's released from the dungeon, you have a choice. You can either go and get a ball or you can go back in your own half. So this is a really good game for decision making. There's quite a few different tactical elements that emerge as the game progresses. Great for communication, leadership, teamwork and autonomy. So you can play this across a number of ages, a number of participants. I've played it with kind of 30 to 40 players on each team across a massive area. And then obviously to make sure it's size and age appropriate. So this would maybe be in a 40 by 40 area with maybe 5-yard squares in each corner. Okay, so here is some video in action. So the initial part, once you put the two teams in bibs, you can have a little bit of a chat.
Looking at some more of the social ones to come out, like leadership, communication. There's a bit of decision making, like do you have risk or reward? Looking at some more of the social ones to come out, like leadership, communication. There's a bit of decision making, like do you have risk or reward? So the aim of the game is, okay, you see a halfway line here, so yellows, player would pick someone, but I'll tell you what, we'll see who comes out as a captain, who emerges as a captain. Do we have a team name? We've got Custard. Without a ball, no. If you get into that square, you're safe.
Yeah, but they can tig you, can't they?
Yes.
So it's important. There you can see the Blues are in a little bit of trouble there. So it kind of changes the game a little bit for the Yellows in terms of having to guard this dungeon here, whilst also taking a few more risks in trying to steal footballs. Unfortunately, we can't see the bottom right corner, but that's where the blue teams.
Possible, really, isn't it? How do you not get tough there? Send some
Back to your...
Okay, then once done, you can get all the players in. Just let them have a little bit of a chat with themselves, what went well, even better if. So you can see they're discussing and bringing a few ideas in there. And then you can debrief them based around that, using a lot of question and answer. So around some of the psychosocial skills that we're looking at. How did communication,
as it went up,
how did leadership emerge, how did autonomy emerge, and so on.